Hello, Forever Family. Once again, it's time to do another Bible study video to make disciples. Have you ever wondered if all the Bible versions share the same message? Well, God has given me the passion to try to find out. How is He doing that? Well, there's a website called www.wherescripturespeaksclearly.org where we do the same message in over 50 different versions of the Bible. There's over 2,500 complete book studies, topical teachings, and different formats of sharing the gospel on that particular website. Then there's platforms. All have the same name, Where Scripture Speaks Clearly. Facebook page, Parler, MeWe, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, and Vimeo. They're all called Where Scripture Speaks Clearly. Today, Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1 through 13, June 8th, from the one-year chronological Bible. Yes, we have to have the date in there along with the verse, because that's the day you're supposed to read it. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1 through 13, June 8th, for the one-year Bible. We start in verse 1. A time for everything. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to uproot, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to tear down, and a time to build, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones, and a time to gather them, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from, and a time to search, and a time to give up, a time to keep, and a time to throw away, a time to tear, and a time to mend, a time to be silent, and a time to speak, a time to love, and a time to hate, a time for war, and a time for peace. What does the worker gain from his toil? I have seen the burden God had laid on men. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the hearts of men, yet they cannot fathom what God has done from beginning to end. I know that there is nothing better for men than to be happy and to do good while they live, that everyone may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all his toil. This is the gift of God. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1 through 13, June 8th, from the one-year chronological Bible. As a Christian, I'm supposed to make disciples. How do I make disciples? By sharing the gospel, which I just did. So I've done my part. Will you do your part? Whatever platform you're watching this video on, let the platform know if this message reached you or if you're engaged in this message and why. Leave a positive comment. What I've learned in ministry, sometimes it takes one courageous person to leave another positive comment for someone else to also leave another positive comment. So I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to try to put some comments or some questions in the comment section, and I'd love for you to answer those questions. The only purpose of these questions is to find out who's watching these videos so we can reach more people with the gospel so they can get to a relationship with Jesus, the Messiah, the Yeshua. That's the only reason. If you want to store up treasures for yourself in heaven, it's real easy. We use Scripture to explain Scripture. So if you hit the share button, you are doing the Great Commission of sharing the gospel that you are here with your friends. And as soon as everybody knows, about a year ago, God had me make some shirts and some masks. On the front and the back of the shirts, He had to put Scripture. On the mask, He had me put the picture of the bookcase of Bibles I started this website on. I'm going to try to put these videos on the different platforms to get your feedback on, and I got some really exciting news. God has given me another idea for another shirt, and it'll be here in a couple of weeks. And when it comes, I will do a video to get your feedback on it. You've heard me talk about the passion to do the same message in multiple versions of the Bible and different platforms. So that's what this shirt is all about. So I'll do a video when it comes out to get your feedback on that. So like, share, follow, subscribe to these different sites so you can always know when there's something new. Rate these videos, like these videos. Get involved in these small groups so they can get to be bigger groups and we can reach more people with the gospel and everybody have a chance to hear about Jesus, the Messiah, the Yeshua, through His Word and get into a relationship with Him. So I want to thank you for coming here today. Under Where Scripture Speaks Clearly. Yes, they all have the same name. There's a Facebook page, Parler, MeWe, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, and Vimeo. If you want to read Bible studies and want more content, Go to www.wherescripturespeaksclearly.org, which has over 2,500 complete book studies, topical teachings, and different formats of sharing the gospel. There are some messages done in over 50 different versions of the Bible, and soon there's going to be some more Bibles added to the rotation. So there'll be even more ways, more way of reaching people, no matter what version of the Bible they're reading from. So I want to thank you for coming here today. I'm always adding more book studies, topical teachings, and different formats of sharing the gospel. Go to these different sites. Get involved in these different sites. And the fact that you get involved in a positive way, other people will do the same thing. I want to thank you for coming here today. Remember, I'm always adding more book studies, topical teachings, different formats of sharing the gospel. It's goodbye for now, but I hope you keep coming back. Hit that share button and get involved in these different sites so other people can do the same. See you again soon.